Hello YouTube, Mr. Beam is here with another video. In today's video I'm going to show you how to create slotted hole with a bolt. So as you can see, this sheet is for some details for stairs, and in this MSD3 detail, this PFC 300 is connected to the existing structure or a new structure with an angle, and in the angle we have three slotted hole, and the reason is so it will just give more flexibility to for this beam to just play with the amount of the slotted hole overall size. So we are going to have the two options for this slotted hole. One of them would be the bolt at the center and the other the bolt at the corner. And whenever we want to just have this corner to the left hand side, we can just press on the space bar whenever we want just to place it. So let me just type the CS to place. So it can be in this side, it can be in this side. By just pressing spacebar, it will just change its orientation. So I'm going to just click on the at the center and let's create this slotted hole. So let's go to the file and let's go to the new and the family on the English folder. Let's look for metric genetic. Sorry, not that one. Metric detail item. What I'm doing. That's one. Yep. So what we are going to do, we are going to use our 2D bolt, which I already showed you how to create it. You can find the link in this corner. And I'm going to actually to the Revit back. So I need this bolt. I'm just going to find the bolt. I'm typing CS and I'm going just to search for bolt. Here is actually plan. So that bolt is this bolt, and this one, the bolt size is 20. Let's change this one to also 20, but here is the radius is just set. So please use the bolt that we created before, and I'm going to use actually this one. Well, it's just working the same. Yeah, so let's edit this family. So this family, I'm really not sure why its radius is set, but we always using the diameter. So let's first fix that one, and then we can use it for our slotted hole. Okay, what I have done is actually I just edited this family. I added diameter parameter, and I just set the radius half of this. I'm just reading this one. So whenever I have 20 is exactly as the 20 slotted hole that we have. So let's go to the family that we just created. First of all, I have to edit this one, and let's load it to the family 2 that we just created, to creating new family. I'm just going to click on save. So I just will put it somewhere here for now. So what we are going to do, we are going to create two new reference plane. I'm going to type RP for reference plane, and I'm going to just create a line here and also a line here. Going clicking on escape. DI for dimensioning, I'm going to just click on this line, picking this reference plane, picking this one, and just pick this. I'm going to also change this scale to 1 to 5 to make this dimension a little bit smaller so it's easier for us to read. I'm going to click on this dimension, click on the equal to make these two equal. Going to click type di for dimension again, and to have an overall dimension here, I'm going to hit escape. Now I'm going to have another two reference plane. I'm going to type RP for reference plane, having one here and one here. The same procedure. I'm typing DI for equal spacing and overall dimension here, and I'm going to click on this equal spacing and make it equal. Now let's create some lines. I'm going to create on the lines, keep it as a detail item, and I'm going to first using start and radius arc, and clicking this line, clicking on this line, and having an arc here, hitting on space one time, clicking this intersection, and having an arc here, hitting the escape, having a line connecting these two together, and also these two together. Amazing. So now let's a little bit test it. If I move this one, what will happen? Amazing, it's exactly what we want. And what if I move this one? It just makes also this arc smaller, which is exactly what we want. Cool. So what is this parameter? So the overall size is from this point to this point. So if I want to have a overall size, so I have to have this parameter plus a diameter, because this is radius, this is the radius of the bolt, is a diameter. So before that one, I'm going to just set this parameter as diameter, because this is exactly as the diameter of the bolt. So let's create parameter, let's hit it as instance, type the name as DIA for diameter, and let's click on this family for the diameter. Let's associate family parameter with the diameter. So it's like whenever I'm going to these family types on the properties, if I change this diameter to 20, two things will change: the diameter of the bolts and this dimension, which is again is diameter of the bolts. I'm clicking on apply. As you can see, they're changed to the same size. So I'm clicking on OK, and let's call this one something. I'm going to create a parameter here, and I'm going to call it, let's say, so for now I will call this one as a X, but on the group I am going to group them as other. Let's click on OK. So let's create a new parameter. I'm going to click on the family types. I'm going to create new parameter, keep it as a distance, and I'm going to name it as overall size, or maybe slot overall size. I'm going to click on OK. So if I type the overall size is 50, that means the X should be 50 minus diameter, because X is less than the overall size. Overall size is from this point to this point. This point to this point minus a radius minus a radius. So now X is actually equals to slot overall size minus DIA. I'm hitting the OK. So the X then is 30. Let's check it. I'm clicking on OK. We can type the DI for dimensioning. I'm going to hit the tab several times. Well, before that, let's just create just two reference planes. I'm going just to click on here and clicking on here and typing DI for dimension. Now this is 50, which is correct. Let's test it again. Let's go to the family types. I want a slot overall size of 40. We know that slot overall size of 40, that means X should be 20. So I'm clicking on apply and let's click on OK. So this reference line is actually didn't move because it's not aligned with this, but we can just measure it by ourselves. So I'm going to use this measure between 2 points. From here to here is 40, which is correct. So now we have to position these bolts. So I'm going to have 2 of these bolts. I'm going to copy it, just put it somewhere, selecting this one, MV for move. I'm going to move it at the center. I'm hitting a couple of times escape, typing AL for align. I'm clicking this reference plane, which is the center, and I'm picking the bolts, then I'm locking the alignments. I also want to lock the alignments vertically. I'm going to pick this line and picking the our bolt. I'm going to lock it and hitting the escape. So let's just make this horizontal slot 50 and this diameter to 16 for now, just to make it easier to see everything. And let's click on the bolts. I'm going to set the visible associate parameter and having a new parameter as an instance. Let's say let's name it as center bolt, and let's group it in graphics. I'm typing GR to find it very quickly. GR graphics and click on OK, click on OK. The other bolt, which is here, I'm clicking on it and typing MV for move. You can find it also here. Selecting the middle point, I'm going just to move it here. Hitting the escape couple of times, typing AL for alignments. I'm aligning this line with this line. I'm lock it. This line with this line of the bolt and lock it. Hitting the escape. I'm selecting that bolt and I have to select the visible, and we don't want to set it as center bolt because we already done it. We want to create a new parameter and say that this is the bolt at the corner. Let's click on new parameter, and as an instance group is graphics there, and the name is corner bolt. Click on OK, click on OK. Just one thing, we can make the family a little bit easier to use. Let's go to the family types, and let's say this one equals to not parenthesis open, parenthesis close, and the middle is center bolt, and hitting on enter. So just be careful, the name of this parameter, if it's caps lock, it should be all the caps, so it's just case sensitive. So I'm going to click on apply. So it's like whenever this one is checked, the other is checked out. Whenever this one is checked, the other is checked out. So if I click on this one, this will be checked, unchecked, and vice versa. So I'm going to click on OK. Let's save this family as slotted hole, underline listed beam, Option for backups is 1. Click on OK, click on save. I'm going to load it to the project. I'm going to cancel this one. So we actually been to this detail. So where is our detail? So we have to go to the annotate and to the component, slotted hole Mr. Beam. Wow, okay, that was a mistake. Please just make sure you're typing the correct name. Just Mr. Neem. So anyway, if you place it somewhere, and so this one is actually, its overall size is 50 and bolt diameter is 20. Let's do the same thing. Diameter 20, overall size is 50. There are some misspelling. We are going to fix it. Let's also check these two options for the graphics. If I uncheck this one, it will go to the corner. If I check it, it will go to the center. So it's pretty amazing, and you can just hit the space, it will just change its orientation. And for dimensioning, because it has reference plane, it's just very easy. I'm typing DI, so you can just pick the center line and just have an easy dimension. And here is our slotted hole. This is the end of this video, and thank you so much for watching.